This is part 3 of discovering what a culture inquiry, what it is, who is it for, and now we're going to talk about what exactly is covered. Inside of the coverage of the inquiry itself, first of all, I start with my entire system, which is called ACC. It is to analyze it, curate it, and create it. And inside that walls of analysis, the outcome is a great strategic plan and overview, a bit of a white paper. But what do I do exactly when I come in? Sometimes it's just myself, sometimes it's additional staff members that are coming in, but we are looking at all of your data points. Anything that you're measuring that you believe is worth measuring, and sometimes suggesting some things that we should go back and measure, we want to have some starting points. So data is critical. And if it's worth growing and worth measuring, then we've got to make sure that we look at it. That can be different assessments that you've taken historically, things that can show us some trends, employee surveys, engagement surveys, turnover statistics, profit and loss statistics, turnover in key positions, hard to fill positions, things that are specific on your actual income statement. Customer service surveys are critical as well as looking at what you have in writing on your website, in your handbooks, on the walls as it relates to mission, vision, value, and culture statements. You know, what does success look like? What do employees say when I ask them about what success looks like? Is there unity in the community? So I take a deep dive in. I look specifically at the data and see what is it telling me on black and white. And then from there, I have small group discussions, some one-on-ones, mix up the different levels, and I confirm what it is that either the surveys have said, what the data points have said, and then I match the two together and I see where we've got some consistency of root causes and your biggest opportunities, so we can focus on that 20% that gets you the big win. From there, afterwards, I meet with the executive team. I meet with the board of directors. I meet with the decision makers, and we talk about what the results are. We talk about what did we measure. Maybe there's some suggested points of other things you should measure and why. Obviously, there's validity behind the measurement. We'll talk about what we saw, what we observed, how we observed it, as well as the one-on-one conversations in small groups. Put all that together and give you your biggest opportunities, those things that you're missing maybe because of blind spots. And from there, you can decide what to do next, or it would be my honor to continue to help you fix the information that I've given you, level up, take those opportunities, course correct, even if it's so slightly instead of, and sometimes that's all it is. So that's what it covers. Depending on how big the organization is, what the scope of work is, that can be as little as 3 days. Or depending on your organization, we can chunk units off at 3 day or 5 days at a time. And then do a total aggregate of what we see while we start putting in some processes along the way. I'm all about action. I'm all about transparency and helping you with your blind spots and to be able to move in so the strategies you put in place are executed by the right people that you're looking forward to retain that creates the cash. That's it. My name is Shelley Smith. That's how and what the culture inquiry does. Until next time, remember, culture matters.